All right, so let's talk about the advanced trader, also known as the depth widget, right? So if you want to open up a new one, what you can do is you just go to your widgets menu here, and then you'll click on depth, and then you can add your symbol in there. So let me just do, for example, M and Q. All right, so let me go ahead and just minimize this. Now, one thing I want to mention, if you minimize something, the way to get it back is to use the relevant icon up here. So for depth widgets, I'm looking for the one that I just opened, right? And I can change the name of it, right? And then let me say I want to change the name of this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and minimize that one more time. All right, so in this depth widget, you have your typical DOM here, and then you have your columns with whatever information that you want to see while you're trading. And then at the very bottom, you have some tabs where you can set up some additional symbols inside of this one depth widget. And then at the top, you have the different trading options to where you can, you can buy market, you can buy at the bid, you can sell market, sell at the ask, then you have your different quantities as well as you can reverse, exit, and cancel, and then cancel all, right? And then this will show you in this little area here at the top right, you can see your current position with the contract or with the symbol that you have inside of this depth widget. Now, if you want to make some changes to it, there's a settings icon up here at the top. You can click on that. Now, for this general overall depth widget, you can make changes to your quantities. You have 3 different quantity defaults. So let's say I want to change this. For example, let's just say I want my default to be 3, and then the next quantity to be 6, and then the next quantity to be 9, just for example. So when I save that, and I can see that those change right there. Go back into the settings. And for each of these tabs, I can make changes to the different columns, as well as if I want to auto center the price and all that stuff, right? And your VAP, for anybody that's curious, that should be the volume. All right, so I'm not going to change anything right here. That's just, I'm going to keep everything at the default. Go ahead and click save. So you can place trades up here in these trading settings. So if I wanted to buy market, let me bring up a chart for this. If I click on one of these prices, it'll bring up an order entry window to where I can place my order, right? So let's just say for this example, for example purposes, I want to buy at that price, and I'm going to do for this, it will be this example, it will be a buy stop, and I'm going to have it good for the day. Now hit submit. Now you can see my order over here in the order entry book, and you can see the order as well sitting there on the buy side. And if I turn on chart trading, you can see the order sitting there on the chart as well, right? All right, so for this example, let's just say for whatever reason I don't want that trade anymore, I can either just click cancel all or exit and cancel. So with exit and cancel, of course, that will be if you're in a position and you want to exit that position and cancel any other orders that you may have in your chart. So for that, I could have just clicked on cancel order. So let's just say for another example, I'm going to put myself in a trade. I'm going to buy at market, hit submit. All right, so now my order has been filled for this example. And with this, you can see I was filled right here at the 3 that I wanted to be filled at, but I didn't have I didn't protect it at all. So if I wanted to go ahead and add that in there, if I want to go to add a take profit, I can manually do it. So for this, I'll be selling. It'd be a limit sale at that price. And then I want to have a stop loss. Let's just say my stop loss is down here for this example. I'm just picking a random place for the stop loss. Of course, that'd be a sell and a stop. And then there we go. So now I'm protected for this example, right? So now that I'm out of that, now I can go over here and see what was filled. I can open this up and I can see the orders that were filled for me. Also, if I just want to see what orders that I placed, I can go over here to the order book widget, and then I can click on show all statuses. So I can see all the orders that I placed in this widget. Let me just open that up so we can see it better. I can see all the orders that I placed. Also, I can go down here to complete and see the orders that were completed if I had working orders still open, I could see that right there under working orders, right? And close that back down. Now, let's just say I don't want to manually have to set my stop loss and my take profit like that every single time. What I could do is I could use the strategies that I mentioned in the overview video. And the way that you would access the strategies to set up your strategies, you could just go over here to your trading menu and then go to strategies, and you can set up your strategies in here. Any strategies that you have set up, that you will see them, pop up there when you open up this widget. But if I want to apply that to my depth widget, what I could do is just over here, and there's an option to put a strategy inside of this depth widget. Click on that. Go ahead and do select strategy. Click on the strategy that I want to use for this example. See, I have this little test strategy up here. Click on use strategy. All right, so now you'll see what strategy you're using up here at the top of the depth widget. And then to make sure that it's enabled, you just go here and make sure that's highlighted, that it's enabled. You can also edit the strategy if you want from there. I'll go over these strategies in detail in another video. But now when we place an order, let's just say I'm just gonna randomly buy, just for this example, buy at market. And see, now it puts me in the trade. So once the order is placed, I can see my take profit and my stop loss on the depth widget. And I can also see it on the charts, right? And I can see it over here in my working order. And I can see what was filled over here in the fields, right? So if I want to make changes to this position, I can either just drag and drop. You see, I can drag and drop my take profit to another price if I want to. I can also change it over here in the order book. I can make changes. Let me just, for example, change it to 6. And then once I'm satisfied, I can just click on this, like this recycle icon over here, and it'll change it to what I just requested it to change it to. I can also get details about it. Once I click on the magnifying glass icon there, it'll show me more details about my position. And there's even more details about it. If I go ahead and click that plus button, and I can also get more details if I click on that plus button there inside of the order book, right? So you got plenty of places where you can see all the details about your orders. So let's say I'm done with this trade. I just want to go ahead and get out of it. Just for this example, I can go ahead from the depth widget, and I can go ahead and click exit and cancel. And then now that filled for me. And I can see also the results over here inside of my account details, right? So if I'm just scrolling around and I get away from the actual price, I can center it back to the current price by pressing this or clicking this icon at the top of the widget to center depth. And it'll center me back to the current price. Also, you see every time that I place an order, anytime that I place an order, I get the order entry window. If I don't want to go through that whole process, what I can do is I can go up here to the menu. I can go into settings, and then I can enable one-click trading. Click save. And so now when I click on a price, it'll automatically send that, and I can cancel that if I don't want to take it. Now, so what's important to notice here is the difference between right click and left click. So to illustrate this, let me go back and let me turn that off. So the way to think about this is a left click is I don't want to get filled immediately. I want current price to make it to the price that I clicked on before you send the order to the market. And if I right click, I want to get filled as soon as possible, but no higher or no lower than the price that I just right clicked on. All right. So to illustrate this, I'm going to right click on the price that's higher than the current price. And you can see it sent a sale limit. So if I was to place this trade for this example, that would put me short at that price once the current price has made it back to this 414 price, right? Now, if I click on the same price, but I'm gonna right click on it, now that's going to do a buy limit at 414. But if I sent that right now with the price where it is, the current price is, you see, 409 and 3/4. So if I hit submit right there, that'll fill immediately. So you can see that it already filled me. And this is something that you got to be aware of. If you're going to use one-click trading, you need to know the difference between a right click and a left click. So let me go ahead and close that example down. All right, so you can see also on the other side, I'm a left click on this 405, this 405 and a half price. That's a left click. You see it's the buy limit, so price needs to make it back down there before the order is sent to the market. That's if I left click. And if I right click on the same price, it's going to send a sell limit, right, into the order book. All right, so just a simple way to think about that. If it's still unclear, the best way to get an understanding of it is just to do it for yourself. And I would highly recommend to just play around with that in demo mode and don't do it in your regular live account. That's something that you definitely need to be aware of if you're going to turn on one-click trading. So that's the depth trading widget. If you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to support, or you can leave your questions in the comments below.